This is my John Wick collection, and I had not actually even seen this movie before I bought this. I was at Walmart one day and I saw this two Blu-ray set of John Wick 1 and John Wick 2 that came with two coins. And at that time I had no idea how the coins related to the movie or what it was about, and I was extremely curious. I had heard good things about the movie, but I chanced it. I bought the movie, and that night my wife and I watched the first one, and we were just blown away. We were amazed at how this movie was a work of art. It was just unbelievably interesting and creative, and watching Keanu Reeves just completely own all of that action and perform all of those stunts by himself was just thrilling. So we watched the second one, uh, ably supported by Ian McShane and other great actors, Larry Fishburne. These pictures are great. So for my birthday, we watched John Wick 3, and I have to tell you, if you haven't watched this movie, take my recommendation. And if you can still find this set, it's very cool because it comes with two exact replicas of the Continental coins that are the underworld currency that you see in the movies. These are the coins that John Wick uses to conduct all of his business. And there's two identical coins in here, and you see the front and the back. And this is exactly how they look in the movie. And I'm going to keep these two coins in plastic so I can keep them pristine, knowing that they will tarnish or stain or whatever if they're not kept securely wrapped. And the back of the disc, I mean, other than the two coins, this is really just the two Blu-rays. And it just has the same special features that you would have found if you had bought these. But it's still a pretty cool deal. The next thing I want to show you, because I had gotten so excited about John Wick around the time of my birthday, my wife found me this for my birthday. This is minifigures.com John Brick. Basically, it's kind of like a Lego minifigure, except for a property that Lego would not use. You see a small John Wick figure holding his pistol, and he is carrying a Continental dollar that looks like the ones in the package. He's wearing his signature suit, and he has his scowl on his face. It's a great little carded minifigure, and on the back it says, "One of the most feared assassins in the underworld, John Brick is a minifigure not to be taken lightly. Even though he is retired, if you do wrong by him, you can be sure you won't be around to regret it. This is especially true of his classic car and puppy, who, whatever the deal, just make sure you're nowhere near the stationery drawer." Um, Speaking of his classic car, uh, he drives this beautiful Mustang, a 1969 Ford Mustang Boss 429, and here is a Greenlight Hollywood perfect die-cast replica down to the rubber tires, everything. Even the license plate is accurate. And this is the limited edition John Wick Ford Mustang, just like the one in the movie. And at the back it says, "When sadistic young thugs senselessly attack John Wick, a brilliantly lethal ex-assassin, they have no idea that they've just awakened the boogeyman. With New York City as his bullet-riddled playground, Wick embarks on a merciless rampage, hunting down his adversaries with the skill and ruthlessness that made him an underworld legend." So if you're collecting John Wick memorabilia, this is one piece that you need to have. The next thing I want to show you are two movie passes for John Wick 3 that were given to me by my wife on my birthday. And we watched this, and it was just everything I expected and more. It was exciting. It was grimly funny. It was I mean, you just have to see it. It is so hard to explain these movies unless you see them. They're just exciting. They're just so much fun to watch. So, and I did make this little display. So these are obviously not Continental coins, but I mean, I thought for the purposes of my little display they would work. And this is obviously not John Wick's expensive suit, but and this is not a real gun, but this is just a way to sort of display my collection for this video. So the next thing I think I'll show you is this comic book, and these are actually somewhat hard to find. I was hoping to find the whole set easily, but I haven't. Apparently these are in high demand. So this is number 2 by Dynamite Comics. It's John Wick. And there's an After Red song in Tarzan on the back. John Wick, created by Derek Kostad. And unfortunately, I don't have number 1. But this is a good comic, and the art is really good. So I'm slowly building my comic book collection of John Wick comics. I need to find the first one so I can read this one. So that's the John Wick comic. And the last thing I'll show you is this. This is a blood oath marker. And if you watch, starting with John Wick 2, you'll see these pop up in the movies. And there is a little opening. So the idea of this piece is it's basically as good as underworld currency. If someone owes you a debt, then they are supposed to prick their finger and leave a blood print on one side, and until the debt is paid, the other side is blank. And then when the debt is paid, then the person can redeem the blood oath marker by putting their print on that, and then it cancels out the blood oath marker. So this is my blood oath marker. As you can see, there are no bloody fingerprints in it. It's a blank one. So if I needed to use this, I would have to find somebody and get them to do a favor or so forth, or do a favor for them. So actually, if I did the favor, then I would carry the blood oath marker, and then I would present it to them if I needed a favor back from them. So that's how that works. And it says debitum cinquine. I think that means blood, debt, oath, quote. So it's basically Latin, essentially Latin for blood oath marker. So, but if someone speaks better Latin than me, you can correct me. And this is This is one of my favorite possessions from my John Wick collection, and hopefully I'll never have to actually exercise this Blood Oath marker for any reason. So that's pretty much it. This was going to be a short video, but I just wanted to show you this collection, and I thought you'd find it interesting. And I also want to recommend the movie, and you might be just as excited as me about collecting these things if you watch the movie. I do want to finish my comic book collection so I can have all of these and read them all in one sitting. But so that's about it, and I sure hope you enjoyed this video, and please rate, comment, and subscribe. Bye.